Try it again. Hi, Sailor Moon, Sailor Mercury, and today we still miss webcam capture, or the likeness taker. Now, on YouTube at one time, for anyone who may or may not remember, for any new people who are new to YouTube, probably won't notice, but for all the old ones, probably will. There used to be a feature on YouTube called Quick Capture. It was eventually renamed Record from Webcam, Record Video from Webcam, and then Webcam Capture. Now, the likeness taker was phased out, and it's been phased out for at least 2 years now. But we still miss it. Now, it wasn't perfect or anything, and compared to other websites, they never offered it. Now, I take that back, since Daily Moving did have a likeness taker, but they phased theirs out way earlier than YouTube did. Now, at the time, YouTube may have been the only website on YouTube to give you the option to take a movie show from your likeness taker and then relay it on YouTube. Now, I'm not going to say that it wasn't perfect, because it wasn't, but it was quicker, and most of the time it would relay the moving show quicker than video file upload or movie show relayed. And yes, in the early days, it was plagued with all kinds of problems. Cutting out during the recording, problems for laying the movie show, and a bunch of other, sometimes problems even getting into it in its early days. Now, by the time that they decided to phase it out, it had changed its name sundrous times. They have improved on the airs. Now, a lot of people out there will say that, weren't expecting a lot. Well, a lot of people out there will have their beholdings about the fact that more people preferred video file upload, or movie show relayed, or the YouTube live streaming that was also known as YouTube Live Event, that actually runs through Google Hangout. But, anyway, want to go on? As Sailor Moon put it, we still miss that feature. And a lot of people would ask us what we would have done if the feature would have been phased out. I'm sure a lot of people probably asked that question, what would you do if YouTube one day decided they were done with it? I guess a lot of people would say, well, I'll just jump to whatever program I have and start using, video file upload or movie relayed. But it was one of those rhetorical questions, since the event did not happen at the time. Well, we know what we had to do. And since this was a Google Chrome-based computer, and unless you actually found a program at the Google Web Store, the way of even being able to get a movie show up there was to use Google Hangout YouTube live streaming, since we were putting in the wrong keywords. So after a year and a half of using that, we eventually found a program. First, it was called the Online Video Recorder, but it fell apart after 3 months, and it's never ever worked good again ever since then. But the native video recorder we found, and that was how we were able to start using video file upload again, or webcam, or, to relay our movie shows on YouTube. Now, a lot of people are going to, a lot of people out there are going to make arguments. A lot of people are going to say that, are going to ask me, why did I go for a year and a half with, Google Hangout, YouTube live streaming, and there's a whole movie show that explains that. Now, regardless of that, we still miss it. It wasn't any. It wasn't cut. It wasn't any. It wasn't iffin, at the time or anything like that. But it did its job. If you wanted to get your movie show for late on YouTube and you really you didn't really want to use any of your sundress programs that came with your likeness taker, then that would work for you. Now, many people would say all kinds of things about it, but we still miss it. Now, I want to end this here. Can I finish it off? Sure. Anyway, let's say on Mercury, and I also say is we still miss it. And we adapted to the change. It was okay. The fact that they even chose to phase it out was even crazy at all. I mean, why? Who knows? Everybody's got their beholdings to why it was phased out. And at that point, when YouTube decided to phase it out, YouTube live streaming or YouTube main live event, as it was also called, was only been on YouTube for at least close to only maybe only 2 years at that point. So it wasn't like that feature had gotten. It wasn't like, but for some reason, I guess YouTube figured they couldn't support free functions. Whatever took up too much. It was either taking up too much space on the website. Their systems couldn't handle free programs. I don't really know. No one really knows. And YouTube has actually, and it's not just webcam capture. They also got rid of Add as Friend, video talkback, movie talkback. So they got rid of a lot of programs, a lot of functions and features that people still question why they do it. But anyway, we still miss it. It was a cool program, and we used it probably more than we actually use video file upload or vice versa, but we used it as much as we wanted to use it, and we used the other programs, so whatever the case was, but we still miss it. Yeah, as Sailor Moon put it, we still miss it. And still to this day, we still sometimes think back to why it was removed and wish it was still around. But it's not, It is what it is. It's been at least 2 years since it was removed. And we gotten used to that. We adjusted. Actually, I don't really think YouTube should have removed it in the first place, So that's about it. Tell us what you think. Do you remember quick capture, record from webcam, record video from webcam, or webcam capture? What are your memories of it? Did you like it? Are you still sad like we are that it was removed, or you didn't really care about it, so it wasn't really, you didn't care about it, so you didn't use it, so YouTube taking it away wasn't a big deal? I'm Sailor Moon, Sailor Mercury. See you later.